Sharda, please take over, Sharda. Sharda?
Ma'am, am I audible, ma'am?
Yes, Sharda.
Uma Devi, please start with the calling prayer, ma'am.
Start recording, ma'am.
Yes,
Yes, sir. Started, sir.
Okay.
Good afternoon, all. Jai Vasavi. Shri Maheshwari Vasavi Nagarishwari Parameshwari Kamitantamulichi Broma Mukanyaka Parameshwari Shri Maheshwari Vasavi Nagarishwari Parameshwari Kamitantamulichi Broma Mukanyaka Parameshwari Devadevi Maheshwari Jagadishwari Bhuvaneshwari Kavave Mamuyalla Velala Kanyaka Parameshwari Balachandra Tadarini Bhavya Sundara Rupini Vaishavamshaya Shobhivartini Kanyaka Parameshwari Shri Maheshwari Vasavi Nagarishwari Parameshwari Kamitantamulichi Broma Mukanyaka Parameshwari Kanyaka Parameshwari Kanyaka Parameshwari. Thank you, ma'am.
thank you, Uma Devi. Good afternoon to one and all present here. I welcome our principal, ma'am, Dr. T. Bhuvaneshwari, ma'am, and Vice Principal, ma'am, P.B. Vanitha, ma'am.
Sharda, your voice not clear, Sharda.
Ma'am, am I audible, ma'am?
Audible, sir.
On behalf of our management, SKPC, and Department of Computer Application, it is great pleasure for me to introduce our guest speaker, Dr. T. Velmurugan, sir. He is working as an associate professor in the PG and Research Department of Computer Science and Applications, PG Vaishnava College. Also, he is the advisor and head Department of Computer Applications. He holds a PhD degree in computer science from the University of Madras. He has 27 years of teaching experience. He guided more than 300 MPhil research scholars. Also, he guided 13 PhD scholars and currently guiding 8 PhD scholars. He has published more than 110 articles, Scopus and SCI Index journals. Thank you, sir, for accepting our invitation, and it will be the worth of time to listen to you, sir. On behalf of one and all, now I welcome you, sir. Ma'am, Principal ma'am, can you say a few words, ma'am?
Thank you, Sharada. Jai Vasavi. Sir, your profile speaks the volume of your knowledge. It's a really high level. Velmurugan sir, Dr. T. Velmurugan sir, thank you for accepting our invitation. Now, in this pandemic situation, we should concentrate other things. Like this, we can conduct FTP programs and all. Then only we can change our mindset also. So it is a nice idea, and thank you for accepting. We are all ready to eagerly waiting to learn more information from your encyclopedia. Thank you, sir. Thank you, Sumati, organizing
Welcome, ma'am.
such programs. Thank you all the participants, FTP program, those who are enrolled in this program. On behalf of management and SKPC family, we invite and we thanks to one and all. Thank you.
Thank you, ma'am. Sir, you please take over the session, sir.
Thank you.
Thank you. Thank you, ma'am.
Welcome, sir.
Good afternoon, one and all present here. It's my pleasure to welcome you all for this faculty development program on data analytics for innovative research, which is organized by the Kanyaka Parameswari Arts and Science College for Women, Chennai. First, I would like to thank the organizers of this FDP program. My personal thanks to the principal, Dr. T. Moganasri ma'am, and the IQAC coordinator, Dr. P.B. Vanida ma'am, and the IQAC president, Dr. Sumati ma'am, and Sarada ma'am, and those who are involved in this process. I would like to thank all the peoples. Especially my thanks go to the secretary and correspondent of the Sri Kanyaka Parameswari Arts and Science College for Women, Sri Koljiam Ramesh. Thank you very much for having inviting me as a resource person for this FDP program. First, I would like to inform you that this program is 5 days FDP. For the entire 5 days, what is the agenda? The first day we have to discuss about the data analytics, the basic definition about the data analytics, the data types, and the type of analytics, what are the different kinds of variables and everything we will discuss. In second day, some use cases and examples of data analytics are to be discussed. The third day, we have to discuss about the introduction of R language and some use cases of the R language. Okay. Now, within this small introduction about the R language, we will discuss how to write the research articles, the thesis, how to prepare thesis in the fourth day. And the fifth day, what are the metrics and the merits of publishing the research article via reputed journals. This is the agenda of the entire 5 days program. Just 1 minute. Within this program, what we discussed in the first day. In the first day, we have to discuss about the basics of data analytics. What is the basic definition of data information and the data analytics? And what are the different types of variables, different types of analytic methods are available? And finally, what is the analytics life cycle? These things we want to discuss. One thing you must know that every researcher must requires knowledge about the data analytics. whether the researchers are done are doing their research work either in social science or humanities or any kind of science oriented and social science oriented. Nowadays, the data analytics is the number one topic involved in all researcher, in all fields. That is very, very important. Therefore, it is essential to know how to analyze the data, whether it is collected data or available data or browsing data or downloaded data or any kind of data, how we can able to analyze. This is most important nowadays, because without the data we cannot live in the world nowadays. The data analytics are very effectively carried out. They very effectively going to act. The data analytics is the number one area of research which is useful to deliver your innovative research work in order to visualize to the audiences. That is the main concept of the data analytics. Now we discuss what is the data analytics. First we understand what is data. It is a set of values of qualitative or quantitative variables. A data must have qualitative variable or quantitative variables. Qualitative variable means which contains a quality information, a number one structured or unstructured or already predefined, formulated, everything is called as qualitative data. The qualitative data directly gives results, perfect results. But also some kind of quantitative data we can analyze. Quantitative variables, qualitative variables. Quantitative variables means the number of variables involved for research work is called as quantitative variables. The number of attributes, variables are called as what? Attributes. Field in a record. So the number of variables are very high, then it is called as quantitative variables. With the number of variables are high in a particular record, then it is called high dimensional data. High dimensional data. The number of attribute in a record is called as dimension of the data, database, data warehouse. Every data which is exactly structured, formulated by using the proper method are qualitative data. Every data, every database, every data warehouse information, any kind of data are formulated by using a particular method, predefined method or generated method, or use some other kind of methods, whatever it is. The data should be prepared very well are called as qualitative data. Also, the qualitative data gives the better results in order to predict the research-oriented information. Therefore, a data is an information. It is information in raw or unorganized form. It is the information in raw, a raw information. It is unorganized form sometimes, not all the times. It may be a fact, figure, characters, symbols, etc. Figures. Nowadays, there are various number of medical images are called as figures. For the text analysis, we use fact analysis, fact-oriented information extraction. Some kind of fact, some kind of historical-oriented informations are analyzed by using the fact. The fact data must contain the historical analysis, historical data. The medical-oriented healthcare analysis, finance-oriented analytical, finance-oriented data are having some kind of some sort of figures, images. The characters data are also available. Nowadays, in WhatsApp, you are using many kind of data, both fact, figure, characters, symbols, everything available in the data. So these are some examples of data, what is called as information. Meaningful or organized data is called as information. A meaningful data and organized data is called as information. Without the organized data, we cannot call the data as information. Mostly the information are organized, structured. Therefore, the information gives the meaningful assets, meaningful knowledge, meaningful results, everything on information which gives us. Therefore, what is finally the analytics? What is called as analytics? Analytics is the discovery, interpretation, and the communication of meaningful patterns or summary in data. Based on the availability of data. Availability of the data means whether you are collected or already downloaded or used, you can get some from some others. Everything is called as data. From the available data, you have to find a meaningful patterns, meaningful method. The meaning of the pattern is called as method, or sometimes which also involves the results. Sometimes which also involves the results. The results are also called as meaningful data, meaningful patterns. Many kind of patterns involves both results as well as methods, the formulas. Therefore, analytics is the discovery of meaningful patterns which interpret our innovative research work. The meaningful patterns interpret our innovative research work. We have to communicate the meaningful information to the real world peoples is the main advantage and concept of the data analytics. Therefore, analytics is the discovery of meaningful patterns, interpretation of the availability of information. Then we have to communicate the information which are entirely confirmed, structured data, and we can give some summary about your analytics. This is the main concept of the analytics. What is data analytics? In the previous slide, in this slide, we discussed about what is data, information, analytics. Now we are coming into the data analytics. What is data analytics? Which is the process of examining data sets in order to draw conclusion about the information it contains. What it contains, the data contains. We have to draw some conclusion based on the availability of the data set. For that, we can examine some data sets, data characteristics, information. We have to examine the data sets, whether the data set are having fact, figures, or knowledgeable informations, whatever it is. We can have some process of examining the data sets in order to find out some conclusion. The conclusion must be innovative. The conclusion must be unique. Your conclusion find out by you yourself is unique in the world. You must have a separate, a newly coined information conclusion. A innovative research oriented conclusion is very, very important for your research work. For that purpose alone, the data should be analyzed. Therefore, the process of examining the data set in order to draw some conclusion is called as data analytics. Okay. In another form, the analytics, data analytics is not a tool. It is not a technology. Rather, it is the way of thinking and acting on data. Way of thinking the data, what the data contains, what is the future of the data, what is the characteristics of the data, what nature of data is available, how we can utilize the data for our usage, what is the format of the data, where which is stored, and how much the data are available, whether the data are easily accessible or not, whether the data are possible to extract by ourselves by using our technology or not. Everything is called as thinking and acting on data. The thinking and acting on data is yours, based on your knowledge, based on your applications, based on your research work, based on your method of approach, method of technology. The thinking and acting on data is differ. Therefore, analytics also includes the way of analyzing the behavior of the data. I am already informed you, the behavior of the data are also called as what? The data analytics. Behavior of the data. What is the behavior of the data? We have data. What kind of, mostly we will find out some results based on some algorithmic oriented or approach or any kind of Excel sheet or analytics oriented data set, using data set, any kind of approaches, we have some results. But that particular result will predict the behavior of the data. What is the general behavior or particular behavior? That is the very, very important in the research work. Therefore, analytics is not a tool, analytics is not a technology, but it is a thinking and acting on data. Analytics is also includes the way of analyzing the behavior of the data. Okay, now you know that very well. Initially, you have to collect the data. In older days, not older days, this is 2000, during the 2000, MySQL and MongoDB are used. In India, the MongoDB softwares are not utilized. Only the foreign countries and other kind of information extraction oriented database repositories and information extraction oriented companies are utilizing the MongoDB software. But we are using MySQL in order to collect the data, organize the data, formulate the data. We use MySQL. So by using any kind of data collection methods, we can collect the data. The collected data should be analyzed by using any kind of visualization techniques, analyzing tools. Excel is one of the analyzing tool. SPSS package is one of the analyzing tool. Tableau software is one of the analyzing tool. C language, C++, Python, R. Yeah, everything is an analyzing software. Now, for the analysis of the real-time data, the another one software nowadays very frequently used, Sisense, S-I-S-E-N-S-E, Sisense software. Most of the peoples are not known this word Sisense. The Sisense software is used very frequently in the world peoples. Most of the peoples are using the Sisense software in order to analyze the data. So, for the analyzing the analysis of the data, we can utilize any kind of softwares, any kind of application oriented softwares. One thing over. Now, after the analyzing the data, whatever the reports created by you are visualized for the real world, for the real world peoples. The reports are created, visualized by means of chart and graphs. What is the ultimate utilization of the data is the main part of the research oriented data analytics. Therefore, data should be collected, analyzed. Finally, you create the reports to understanding purpose of the real world peoples. Okay. Now, you can see here what is the base of data analytics. In older days, we are all using the statistics for data analysis. The number one basic methods, mean, median, mode, standard deviation, quartile deviation, correlation, regression, curve fitting, and ANOVA table, analysis of variance kind of tables, factor analysis, disjoint analysis, cluster analysis. All these are all called as multivariate analysis. All these multivariate analysis are utilized in statistics in older days by many people. Now itself, the statistical methods are very popular in order to analyze the data, availability of the data. With the help of the computers, nowadays, the data are analyzed by using the statistical packages. Nowadays, SPSS package is one of the very famous package, but it is famous only in 2000. Not now. Now, Tableau software is one of the number one statistical package available. R language is another one statistical package that we will discuss day after tomorrow. So, with the help of the computers, all the techniques, all the methods involved in statistics for the analysis of data are carried out by means of the computer programs. This is the base for the data analytics. Now, the next one is relational database and non-relational databases. Apart from the statistics, how many of you are known very well exactly the statistics? I don't know. Actually, the statistics is invented by the Indian peoples. Okay, for the some kind of short of informations, we use statistical analysis. Then 2000 years before itself, the statistical analysis are carried out. In Tirukural itself, some kind of statistical analysis are given. Okay, the relational, next to statistics, base of the data analytics is statistics. Next is relational databases, database technology. Database technology, what are the things you have? You know that very well, how we can formulate the schema definitions, how we can, what is the use of the schema definition and other kind of information which are used for the purpose of analyzing the data, storing the data, retrieving the data, accelerating the data, utilizing the data. We use RDBMS technologies, and other kind of non-RDBMS technologies are also used. Object-oriented databases also very old format nowadays. From that DBMS technology, the advanced topic is data warehouses and data mining. Data warehouses and data mining are the advanced technology compared with the database designs and statistics. Okay, you know that very well what is the use of the data warehouses and the data mining. And then combining the data warehouses and data mining technologies, some kind of businesses are carried out nowadays. Intellectually, the concept of business intelligence, business data analytics is carried out in business intelligence. BA is the extension of data mining. Extension of statistics is database technology. Extension of database technology is data warehouses. Extension of data warehouses is data mining. I wrongly given. Extension of data mining is business intelligence. Nowadays, we are coming into the part of the big data analytics because a large amount of data are available. Big data analytics is the extension of the data mining and business intelligence. Now, apart from the big data analytics, some cloud data analytics are carried out nowadays. Mostly we are utilizing the cloud data. Whatever you are using WhatsApp informations, all the informations are cloud data because your informations are stored in the cloud. Okay, but extension of this cloud, big data, data mining are predictive analytics. Predictive analytics is the number one topic nowadays utilized by many peoples. The subpart of the predicator, that is data analytics, is cognitive analytics, the concept-oriented analytics, augmented analytics, the reality-oriented analytics, call analytics, which is carried out by many companies, retail analytics. These are the extensions of the big data analytics, cloud data analytics, and the predictive analytics. Okay, so nowadays the augmented analytics, call data analytics, retail data analytics are very famous for business purposes in order to do their business, run their business very effectively and efficiently. So this is the base for the database analytics, base of the data analytics. Now we are coming into the part of discussion about the types of analytics. We are not entering into the main point itself now. Descriptive analytics, diagnostic analytics, predictive analytics, and the prescriptive analytics are the four major analytic methods are available. Descriptive analytics, what has happened, already available information, historical information is called as descriptive analytics. Okay, what has happened, data aggregation, summary, data mining, or utilized the already available data, already defined data, already stored data, that is descriptive analytics. Then what is diagnostic analysis? Diagnostic analytics. What is happening now? Example of the diagnostic analytics is healthcare analysis. Nowadays, the COVID data are large amount of COVID data are available in healthcare field. In the healthcare field, the data availability about a particular disease are very high. So we have to diagnose all this. What is happening now? What is happening now is the analysis of the diagnostic method. Then what is called as predictive analytics? What might happen? That is, what is the future use of the availability of the data? What is the current use of the availability of the data? What is the ultimate use of the availability of the data? That is the study of the predictive analytics. Predictive analytics are carried out 90% of the field now, 90% of the peoples in the world nowadays. Regression analysis, least square error, and any kind of modern analysis, machine learning examples, everything is available. Okay, so time variant data are called as LSE expansion. I don't know. Time variant data are actually called available. So regression analysis, now the current data should be analyzed. Current data should be analyzed is the concept of the machine learning oriented analysis. Okay, now next one is prescriptive analytics. What should we do? Based on the availability of the data, what we can recommend to the peoples in future for their future usage. How we can effectively utilize the data, availability of the data. If you optimize the data, how we can convert, how we can utilize the data, everything is called as done by using the prescriptive analytics. So what should we do? What we should do? That is the main concept of the prescriptive analytics. Already everything is discussed. The four kind of data, in which the base one is descriptive data, next level is diagnostic data, third level is predictive data, fourth level is prescriptive data. So what is descriptive? What is happening in my business? If you consider a business, there are various kinds of analysis is carried out. Comprehensive analysis, accurate analysis, live data analysis, effective visualization technologies are utilized for all this kind of analysis. Then diagnostic analytics. Why is it happening? Why it is happening? What is the root cause of the availability of the data? We have to. What is the ability of to identify the drill down method to root cause? What is the root cause for the data which is derived, which is used, which is available? So ability to isolate all confounding informations. Okay, so this is called this kind of the current data should be analyzed for the future use is diagnostic data. We have to diagnose predictive data, what is likely to be happen. So business strategies, historical patterns, and the decision making process are carried out in predictive analytics. Most of the researches are 95% to 98% which involves predictive analytics, predictive oriented data analytics nowadays. Some kind of the remaining data, 5 to 10% of data analytics is carried out by using the prescriptive analytics. What do I need to do? Recommended actions for the futures. The strategies based on a particular area of data. Challenges we want to face based on the availability of the data, based on the outcome of a particular results, how we can change our behavior. Everything is called as prescriptive data. So we have to apply our advanced analytical techniques to make specific recommendations, recommendation based information. Okay, this is the four kind of data actually available. Now, the another one is we have to discuss in deep each and every data analytics. Descriptive analytics is the interpretation of historical data to better understand changes that have occurred in a business. For a business peoples, for a company, they stored data, their own data. We are all considering many companies' data for our research work nowadays. what kind of data are actually available, when the data are stored, for what purpose the data are stored, by using what method the data are stored, by using what method we can able to analyze the data, by utilizing what kind of structure the data are stored, whether the structured data or unstructured data, what is the behavior of the data, everything is analyzed. For example, 100 years ago, some kind of diseases, symptoms are available. Some kind of data, 100 years of data, some kind of symptoms are available. That symptoms are given some disease. Then what is the ultimate use nowadays for that? How the symptoms are in older days they consider, now the symptoms are how they are considered. Everything is a descriptive analytics oriented information. We have to interpret the historical data. The historical data we have to interpret. Many people are doing their research work in history, economics, Tamil, English literature, and some kind of social science oriented information. Everything is descriptive oriented analysis. What is available, what is the ultimate use, how we can effectively utilize these things are analyzed. That is descriptive analytics. Therefore, descriptive analytics describes the use of a range of historic data to draw comparisons. I already informed what is the use of the current data in future data. In future, that is current data, previous data. In future, these two kind of data are utilized by what? One company data is utilized by other companies' data. How these things are exactly carried out. Most commonly reported financial metrics are a product of descriptive analytics. Most of the common reported financial metrics nowadays, we have some that is share market information. Every second to second, the share market informations are differ. So yesterday, what is the ultimate growth of the share market? Today, what is the ultimate growth of the share market? What is the failure future of the share market? How the share market is down, going to down, and everything is analyzed by means of this financial metrics. By using various kinds of analytical techniques is descriptive analytics. For example, year over year pricing changes for a particular product. Now we are purchasing one bike which gives some prices. The same bike is purchased by other people, so some less cost last year, and go like that. So month over month sales growth, the number of users or the total revenue per subscriber are increased or reduced or changed, or anything may happen. This is what actually happened available in the past data is the analysis of the descriptive data. Okay, therefore the descriptive analytics have some enablers and outcomes. Business peoples utilize reporting the data. OLAP technologies are adopted. Online analytical processing technologies are adopted. OLTP processing is not carried out. Online transaction processing is not carried out. You note that OLAP technique. Dashboard informations are available in the desk. What is the ultimate use of the data? Then where data visualization techniques are utilized for the purpose of analyzing the data. What are the outcomes of descriptive analytics? We can summarize the business results. Leverage data for insights. What is the use of the data? We can leverage data for insights. Interpret output from predictive analytics. We can interpret some outputs. What is the ultimate use? How we can carry out our business, whether we want to increase or decrease, whether we want to increase the price or decrease the price, everything is analyzed. Now we are coming into the second part of data analytics, that is diagnostic analytics. Diagnostic analytics is a form of advanced analytics that examines data or content to answer the question. Why did it happen? Why did it happen? Current data mostly analyzed by using this diagnostic analytics. It is a form of advanced analytics which examines data or content to answer the question, why did it happen? For what purpose the data are stored? What is the future use of the data? It is characterized by techniques such as drill down method, top down method, waterfall method, snowflake method. For that, all these methods are used for what purpose? For the discovery of data by using some data mining technologies and correlation and regression oriented analytics methods. The correlation and regression oriented data mining technologies and data discovery technologies are utilized for what purpose? Means in order to diagnose the availability of the data. Okay, this is the main concept. Therefore, diagnostic analytics diagnoses issues based on data relationships. Already we have some idea about the correlation analysis in statistics. Most of the peoples, 100% of the peoples are studied about the correlation analysis. What is correlation analysis? We have to find the ratio of relationship between two set of data is called as correlation. We can find the ratio of relationship between two set of data are called as correlation. We can correlate one set of data with another set of data. Whether the two set of data are coincided or differ or somewhat coincided and somewhat differ, what is the ratio? Whether negative correlation we obtain or positive correlation we obtain, everything is find out by means of the data analytics. That is, we can find out the relationship between the data by means of this diagnostic analytics. In order to identify the patterns, for finding the relationships, we can identify the patterns, the methods, the visualization techniques, and discovering anomalies in the data to help users answer questions. Whoever ask a question, post a question, all these questions are actually answered by means of the diagnostics analytics methods. Some kind of questions are answered by means of this diagnostic analytics method. Okay. Now we are coming into the part of predictive analytics. It is very important because just 1 minute. The predictive analytics is very, very important. Okay. Now, what is the predictive analytics? What is called as predictive analytics? The predictive analytics is the branch of the advanced analytics which is used to make predictions about unknown future events. We can predict the unknown future events. Unknown informations are predicted. Unknown informations based on the availability of the data. Already we have idea about the data stored. But what is the use of the data? We cannot have the ultimate use of the data, not as ordinary use of the data. We can have the ultimate use of the data. What is that? Is the main point of the predictive analytics. So that based on the availability of the data, we can predict, we can make some predictions about the unknown features. The feature in data mining, feature selection is very, very important topic. Data analytics method. The feature is actually result in some method. The feature analysis is the result is analyzed. The data should be analyzed. The feature investigation is carried out. Okay, so we can make some predictions about the availability of the data. For the future use of the data is predictive analytics. Then predictive analytics uses many techniques from data mining, statistics, modeling, machine learning, AI. All these are all used. All these methods are used to analyze current data to make predictions about future. Okay, that is important. Now, what is predictive analytics? In the predictive analytics, how we can utilize this kind of what are the various forms of predictive analytics. Some kind of decision making, communication, and statistical models. We can analyze consumer behavior, machine learning informations, patterns, scoring the informations, visualization techniques, predictive behaviors, everything involved in the predictive analytics methods. The world data should be analyzed for the prediction purposes. So these are some areas of predictive analytics. Consumer behavior data is very important. Consumer, how the consumers are differ from one place to another place. What are the different kinds of consumer peoples are actually available. Everything is analyzed. Now, in order to know in deep, we have to enter www.predictiveanalyticstoday.com. This is the very famous website for the predictiveanalyticstoday.com. Sir, you can ask a question. Sir, can you prepare this slide by using this site? No, I am not used this slide for the preparation of my. Why I am directly enter into this website in order to give you a demo means this website informations are not able to copy. This website information are not able to copy. That is important. Just wait. Now,
But it's blank, sir.
yeah, yes, that is. I will stop sharing and then once again I run.
Okay, sir.
Now you should share.
Yes, sir.
Okay. Sometimes some problems are happen. Why this kind of problems are happen, I don't know. Now screen is not shared, right? Blank screen available.
Yes, sir. Blank screen is there, sir.
Why? Now you should share.
Yes,
Yes,
sir.
sir.
Yeah, there is another one method. When sharing
Sir.
my
Now it's blank, sir.
yeah, just wait.
Okay, sir.
Screen sharing. Now is it okay? Right?
Yes, sir.
Yes, sir.
So this is the website.
Okay.
You have to mind it. Predictiveanalyticstoday.com. What is available here, sir? It's a very, very important website. You can go through this website, but it is not possible to copy. நான் காப்பி பண்ணி பார்க்குறேன், பிளாக் பண்ணவும் முடியாது. இது இட்ஸ் நாட் பாசிபிள் டு copy this content. Just predictive analytics. What is happen in the predictive analytics? What are the predictive modelings are available? What is the use of the data mining, text analytics and statistics which are used for the purpose of the predictive analytics oriented? everything is carried out. Now, you can see here, predictive analytics timeline is given here. The data are available, the data are reported, analyzed, analyzed data are monitored, the monitored data are predicted for the future. When analyzing the data, what happened, why that happened? When we monitoring the data, what is happening now? When predicting the data, some kind of innovative analytics, what is going to happen in future? In future, what is the ultimate use of the data? These things are analyzed. So this is the main concept of the predictive analytics. What are the different kinds of predictive analytics process? First, we have to define the project. Project means research work. Okay, define the project outcomes, deliverables, scoping of the effort. For any researchers, most of the researchers are doing their research without fixing their ultimate goal. When we start our research work, in the first day itself, you have to fix your conclusion. Your research conclusion should be fixed by yourself before starting the research work. Then in order to reach your conclusion, you work for it. That is my point. For your entire PhD thesis, the conclusion part you must write first. And then in order to get your conclusion, in order to satisfy your conclusion, you have to do your research work. Then you can easily complete your research work. So for that is defined project. There are various outcomes, scoping of the effort, business objectives, data sets we can identify. All these are all going to used. So you have to define your data set. For that, collect the data set. The data collection is very, very important. The data mining for predictive analytics prepares data from multiple sources for analysis. From various kinds of data sources, we can collect the data. Nowadays, this is called as big data analytics. Therefore, after collecting the data, you analyze the data by using any cleaning technique, transformation technique, modeling technique with some objectives. Without your objective, the objective of research work is minimum 5 objectives. For any kind of research work, you must have some minimum 5 objectives. But only one main objective. At least one main objective, the sub-objectives are minimum 4 or 5 objectives. Therefore, in order to reach your objectives, in order to attain your objectives, in order to get your conclusion, in order to find out your objectives, satisfy your objectives, you want to do your research work. For that purpose, we will utilize cleaning the data, inspecting the data, transforming the data, modeling the data. All these are all used for what purpose? Means for discovering useful information, arriving at conclusions. What you want to get as a conclusion part. In the conclusion part, what you want to coming to the part that should be first initially you have to fix it and then do research work. Very easy to get conclusion. Okay. Then statistical methods are used for analysis purpose. I already informed. There are various assumption based, hypothesis test based. We can test the data set by using various norms, various hypotheses, various methods. We can analyze the data. Anyway, you must require some models. Nowadays, in computer science, it is called as hybrid model. Combining 2 or more models into single model is the hybrid model. Combining 2 or more existing models is the hybrid model. The hybrid models are predicted by yourself, modeled yourself. that is called as your own pattern. That is called as your own pattern. So your own pattern must require for your analysis. Without your own pattern, there is no research work nowadays. So your modeling should be new one. Your modeling should gives a perfect results compared to the other existing methods. That is very, very important. So predictive modeling provides the ability to automatically create accurate predictive models about future. There are also options to choose the best solution with the multi-model evaluation. I already informed multiple methods, existing methods are combined into single method, and then you can coin a model. That model is called as a pattern. Your pattern should give you a better result about your information. This is the very innovative model. Then only your innovative model only gives the better result for your taken data set, for your analysis compared to others' results. Your result should be innovative. Your result should be new one compared with other people's around the world is the very, very important. Okay, the model should be deployed. We have to coin, create. The predictive model, your own model should be opened. Deployed means you can construct your model, visualize your models. You have to get your results, prepare reports, get your based on your output. So based on your output and the results, your model should be deployed. Okay, created. That is very, very important. Finally, after deploying your models, after creating your models, implementing your models, implementation is called as a deployment. Implementing your models, you have to monitor your model, whether your model gives perfect result or not. That is important. Therefore, model monitoring is essential nowadays. Now, there are various kinds of, already I explained what is first define project, then collect data, analyze data, do statistical analysis methods, create a model, coin a model, implement your model. That is the important concept. Implement your model. Okay. The next one is prescriptive analytics. We'll coming to that another point. Prescriptive analytics is already available. What is prescriptive analytics? The second one is prescriptive analytics, which automatically automate complex decisions and trade-offs to make predictions, and then proactively update recommendations based on changing events to take advantage of the predictions. You have already some results. How what your results are useful to the real world peoples? That is prescribed by yourself. That is called as prescriptive analytics. There are various kinds of prescriptive analytics are available. There are various applications of prescriptive analytics. Customer relationship, CRM, you know that very well. CRM, predictive analytics applications are used in order to achieve CRM objectives, marketing campaigns, sales, customers, devices, everything is very effectively predicted. That is prescribed by means of some methods, technologies. Then applications of predictive analytics. This is applications of predictive analytics, not prescriptive analytics. Now, predictive analytics gives healthcare analysis, collection of other kind of analytics, which also involves strategies, agencies, legal actions are carried out by means of what purpose, and what is the cross sell, what is the use of the cross sell. Predictive analytics applications analyze customers spending, usage, other behaviors, everything. Then fraud detection. Fraud detection is very, very important in the predictive analytics. How the fraud happen, what are the methods of fraud detection is available, how we can prevent the fraud, everything is analyzed by means of this fraud detection. Then risk management is very, very important, which PA, that means predictive analytics applications predict the best portfolio to maximize return in capital asset, pricing models, how much risk we can take for running our business. There are various kinds of risk. This risk are expressed in the next session. Then direct marketing, what are the risk, what are the advantages of direct marketing? If you go run your business direct marketing, sir, how these things are used for our research purposes. Many of you are not known very well. I am using some data mining method, some kind of statistical methods. I got this result. From this result, I will conclude so and so method is better. This is the conclusion. You are all 99% of the peoples are writing their conclusion like. But what is my question? What kind of prediction method you applied for getting your result? What kind of data analysis method you are applied for your data analytics? What behavior of the data is analyzed by using your method? What type of results you have got by means of your research work in your research work? What is going to inform for the real world peoples by means of your obtained result? These things are not given as a conclusion in any kind of, most of the peoples, any kind of research oriented peoples. That we want to, whether you use risk management, whether you use direct marketing data. In direct marketing data, what kind of data are utilized? Everything is to be analyzed. So underwriting is another one point. Underwrite the quantities by predicting the changes of illness, default. How many quantities of the data are analyzed? That is the another kind. Now we are seeing, you have to see this figure, predictive analytics. There are various sources of data we can able to get. The various sources of data are analyzed. The various sources of data, sometimes, not sometimes, many times, most of the times, structured data, unstructured data, these things are available. Whether it is structured or unstructured, by using the data mining technologies, we can analyze the data. Suppose if it is text oriented data, so you have to analyze text analytics. Most of the data are in the form of text nowadays. The text oriented data, text databases are more compared with the image data set, audio video data sets in the world nowadays in various kind of repositories. So these data mining technologies are applied. Statistical methods are also data mining techniques. Modeling are created. We can implement your models. Finally, you have to report. The report is created by simply by any one visualization technique or web reporting you can create. This is another kind of the data mining technologies. There are various industry applications applied. There are various industry applications are carried out for the predictive analytics is used in insurance, banking, marketing, financial services, telecommunication, retail, travel, healthcare, pharmaceuticals, oil and gas, and other industries. For all this purpose, what softwares are used for predictive analytics? The number one software is Google AI platform. Version is 9.8.2 is available. But before that, Sisense, I already informed, for the cloud data analysis, Sisense software is very, very effective. Anaconda software also very, very effective. We know that only the Anaconda snack and Anaconda film, but Anaconda software is very effectively carried out by many people for the analysis of big data, for the analysis of the predictive methodologies. The Anaconda software is very effective. Sisense is very informative. So this kind of, there are various softwares. These numbers are the versions, that is versions of the softwares. Another kind of predictive analytics softwares free. These are all what? These softwares are, you want to pay paid softwares, and these softwares are non-paid software, free softwares. Orange data mining, Anaconda, R software environment is the number one software. These are all predictive analytics software. API, application program interface, are also available in predictive analytics softwares. So all these are all used for what purpose means only for the analysis of the data. But we know only C, C++, Java, Python, even not known very well Vega software, even not known very well R language, even not known very well Python. என்ன சார் ஓட்டுறீங்க அப்படின்னு சொல்லக்கூடாது. It's not my point. You see here, predictive analytics process. We have to define the project already. Same thing is explained by means. Okay, sir. What is the ultimate utilization of this website, sir? Here you can know there is a next or other kind of previous. If you press next here, 37 software for text analysis, text mining, text analytics. There is a lot of differences between text analysis and text analytics. Data analysis is entirely different from data analytics. Okay, that we will discuss later. Mostly tomorrow we will discuss. Okay, so this is the main point. So there are various softwares, 37 free softwares, which are all used for what purpose? Only the text analysis, text mining analytics. Lot of informations are available. Suppose if you want to know more about the text analysis, because nowadays in the web, World Wide Web, what kind of data are available? Largely text oriented data. The text oriented data are analyzed by using their own text analytics software. For what purpose? What is the huge amount of text data available in the company's formats and files? What kind of format? Boolean queries, document filtering, graphical data presentation, language detection. These are sentiment analysis. Nowadays, the number one topic is sentiment analysis. Summarization, tagging, taxonomy, classification, text analysis, everything is available. Topic clustering. Clustering is number one point. Grouping of data objects. All these are very famous technologies utilized nowadays for the purpose of analyzing the data. If you press previous, we can get the previous method. But how many data are actually available in this? How many slides are available? How many pages are available in this? Suppose if you want to know about text analytics, just if you press text analytics, you can know various kinds of text analytics are available. Nowadays, the text analytics is very famous for the research purpose. Text mining, text parsing, text identification, text extraction, text categorization, text clustering. You are all done. Simply you can say, hey, I am done my research work in text analysis, text mining. So what kind of text analysis is carried out? There are 6 kind of text analysis, 7, 8. Extraction of concepts, entities, relations, events in the text. Entity relation modeling in the text. These are various kinds of text-oriented analysis alone are available. Okay, what about the video analysis, audio analysis, image analysis, content mining, content-based information extraction, database structure-oriented information extraction? What kind of database technology utilized? If you consider all these things, we never discuss. We don't have enough time to discuss all these things in an hour or in a day in a simple seminar. If possible, we will discuss later. There are various kind of text analytics is carried out. You know that very well. The text analysis alone are carried out have sub-part, in which the first part is, first you got to identify the text, then mine the text, what kind of text is available. Then the categorize the text, what kind of text, based on what feature, based on the what quality of text is actually available. We can group the text based on the based on some grouping of text. You have to classify the text. That is grouping the text is text clustering. So then you have to search the access methods for your text. What are the access methods? All these texts are not simply used by only some kind of methods. You have to choose a particular method in order to analyze your text. In the place of text, data analytics method, because all the text are considered as a text. So search access methods, entity relationship modeling. Then you have to link the methods. What is the link analysis? How we can link one text to another text, one kind of information to another kind of information. Finally, you have to find out some sentiment oriented analysis based on a particular word or phrase or sentence or paragraph. What is the ultimate utilization of your availability of the text? Everything should be summarized and visualized. This is the simple analytics carried out by using the text analytics method. There are various kinds of text analytics process and features of text analytics softwares are used. Or these softwares are used for what purpose? Various finds, various applications of text analytics are also carried out. Sentiment analysis, search access of unstructured data, and other kind of big data analytics, competitive intelligence, competitive social media monitoring, automated ad placement, everything is called as text analytics. Different kinds of text analysis are carried out. Okay, in the text analysis method, initially unstructured data or structured data are derived, then which is converted into big data using any one kind of big data, and data mining and text analytics method analyze the data. You have to find out some insights using the big data methods. Finally, using the statistical modeling method, you have to implement your text. This is the predictive analytics carried out based on the text analytics. So like this, there are various softwares are used for the text analysis. Free softwares and some other softwares are utilized. Okay, now I am going to previous slide. There are various softwares. Statistical softwares are available. Statistical softwares are 48 softwares are available. You can freely download all these softwares by using this link. They are all given some link. What is statistical softwares? What is the ultimate use? Here they have given some link. If you press this link, you can freely download all these softwares. That is the main part of the text analysis. Okay, right. Now we are going to another part. Yes, every time we have to share the screen. Now is it shared?
Yes, sir.
Yes, sir.
Yes. Now there is another one kind of method, that is why I am going to this kind of websites. I am directly enter into. Some websites are not able to copy. What is predictive analytics? Here this also educba.com. educba.com. What is predictive analytics? Here also there are various kinds of methods. Each and everything is here. In left side you can see here each and everything have some information. The first information, what is this? A large amount of informations are available. What is data analytics? Everything you can reach. Okay, now this is another one kind of data. Now you have to understand this. Wait, I want to share.
Predictive analytics is a category of data analytics aimed at making predictions about future outcomes based on historical data and analytics techniques such as statistical modeling and machine learning. With the help of sophisticated predictive analytics tools and models, any organization can now use past. What is predictive analytics? Transforming data into future insights. Predictive analytics is a category of data analytics aimed at making predictions about future outcomes based on historical data and analytics techniques such as statistical modeling and machine learning. With the help of sophisticated predictive analytics tools and models, any organization can now use past and current data to reliably forecast trends in behavior milliseconds, days, or years into the future. Retailers often use predictive models to forecast inventory requirements, manage shipping schedules, and configure store layouts to maximize sales. Airlines frequently use predictive analytics to set ticket prices reflecting past travel.
Like,
Hotels, restaurants, and other hospitality industry players can use technology to forecast the number of guests on any given night in order to maximize occupancy and revenue. Predictive analytics can also be used to detect and halt very any serious damage.
okay, madam, wait. I will share
By using
screen.
predictive analytics to study user behaviors and actions, an organization can detect activities that are out of the ordinary, ranging from credit card fraud to corporate spying to cyber attacks. Models are the foundation of predictive analytics. They are the templates that allow users to turn past and current data into actionable insights. Some typical types of predictive
Okay, can you hear me?
Yes, sir.
Yes.
it's possible.
Now up to this stage, we moved only 17 slides, 1.5 hour over. Now, 2 or 3 minutes, within 2 or 3 minutes, I will be able to complete this first session. The prescriptive analytics, we know that enough discussion about what is the prescriptive analytics. It is a type of data analytics, the use of the technology to help businesses make better decisions through the analysis of raw data. We have to analyze the raw data by means of this prescriptive analytics, the time-oriented data, the various kinds of scenarios and available resources are carried out by using this kind of prescriptive analytics. Therefore, there are various kinds of prescriptive analytics methods are applied. Prescriptive analytics involves machine learning methodologies, over operation research, computer vision, natural language processing, applied statistics, signal processing, image processing, meta-heuristic approaches are applied. So these are some various kinds of technologies and methods available and applied in prescriptive analytics. Therefore, the diagnostic versus descriptive versus predictive versus prescriptive analytics have some differences. Uses historical data, diagnostic analytics. Uses historical data and uses historical data. These are all historical data utilized. Identifies data anomalies by means of diagnostic. Reconfigures data into easy to read formats. There are various kinds of differences between all these 4 kinds of data are available in this slide. You can easily understand what is the difference between the diagnostic, descriptive, predictive, and prescriptive data analytics. So within this short introduction about the data analytics, we will conclude today's section. We will continue the examples of data analytics tomorrow. Okay. Thank you very much. If you have any questions, if you want to ask, you can ask now.
Thank you, sir.
Anybody want to ask questions? Chat box leda irka madam? No questions.
No questions, sir. No questions in the chat box. Participants, if you have any questions, you can ask.
Yeah. So actually, I have to deliver some kind of introduction alone about the data analytics. not in depth. Tomorrow and the day after tomorrow we can have some in-depth analytics about the data, how we can utilize the data, how we can utilize our data for the research purposes. Everything should be analyzed. Actually 1 or 2 days is not possible. We require more time for analyzing the data, for handling all these informations. Okay, we will discuss tomorrow.
Excuse me, sir.
Yes, ma'am.
Sir, can we get more information about sentiment analysis?
So sentiment analysis involves more information oriented. That is, for example, in the text oriented data, doctors' prescriptions are taken into account for analyzing the data for a particular disease. A particular word is you want to find out. A particular word. That word is available in the doctor's prescription about a particular patient's data or a group of patients' data. Then you can confirm whether the disease is actually available in the person or not. Now, based on the availability of the data, based on the behavior of the data, which gives some sentiment, that is, we can say more about the sentiment analysis. Not only the availability of the data, also the behavior of the data, also the way in which the processing of data. We can find out some prediction oriented extraction. Text oriented extraction gives some sentiment information about a particular prediction. Okay, so we can define various kinds of sentiment analysis. Okay, we will discuss it tomorrow, no problem.
Thank you.
We have some other kind of other slides are available for sentiment analysis also.
Okay, sir. Thank you, sir. Thank you.
Yeah,
Thank you, sir. Thank you so much.
thank you. Today whatever we discussed is not in particular, only in general. In general we discussed it. டீப்பா போகணும்னா இது டைம் ஆகும் மேடம், பயங்கரமா ஆகும். இதோ 1.5 hour ஆயிடுச்சு.
Sir, good afternoon, sir.
Good afternoon.
Sir, I'm from Dr. Vanilla from Dindivanam. Sir, from first onwards, I can't able to listen, sir, but I want the question that whether it is
Okay.
related with data science.
No, data science is
prediction.
the yes. Yeah, in
Prediction
data
analysis.
science, predictive analytics is carried out.
Yes.
Predictive analytics is the base of the data science.
Okay, sir.
Yeah, data science is the ultimate use of the data by utilizing the scientific methodology to analyze the data.
Okay, sir.
If you want more about data science, you can go to my YouTube channel.
Okay, sir.
YouTube channel, type Dr. T. Velmurugan. Data
Yes, sir.
science, there is a webinar video available. We can easily find.
Okay, sir.
That is, data analytics is the base for the data science.
Okay, sir.
Yeah.
Thank you, sir.
Yeah. Next. Anybody have? Hema Malini.
Can you
Sir.
please
Yes, tell me.
which data set is very good for data text summarization?
இது எப்படி சொல்ல முடியும்? There are various data are available. All kind of data are used for summarization. Summarization is what? Only collecting the data and store the data in a unified method, unified place. That is summarization. Different multiple data sources are combined and stored in a unified place is called as a summarization. So any kind of data are useful for the summarization. Most of the data, but numeric data are better to summarize. Text oriented data are better to summarize, but image oriented and audio oriented data, voice oriented data are not easy to summarize. Okay, numeric data you can consider for the summarization. There are various websites are available. Website பத்திலாம் சொல்லணும்னா ஒரு 4 நாளைக்கு கிளாஸ் எடுத்துட்டே இருக்கலாம். Right? So other state peoples are available. That's why I'm not use Tamil. I frequently use only English.
Sir, someone has asked a question.
problem.
Please
Yeah.
explain the relation between NLP sentiment analysis.
More sentiment analysis also involves NLP, natural language processing. Okay, natural language processing have two kind. One is natural language generation and natural language understanding. Okay, understanding involves sentiment analysis. Generation also involves sentiment analysis, because the sentiment analysis is the subpart of natural language processing. Because in order to identify some sentiment oriented information extraction, the natural language processing techniques are applied. Okay, next.
Participants, they will have some more questions.
Yeah.
No questions, sir. The topic is very clear, I think, sir.
Hello.
Yes, tell me.
Yes, sir.
Sir, statistics and modeling, what's the difference, sir? That is
Statistics
use
and
statistics, modeling. Both
Model-
combined or separate?
so statistics is the base for data analysis. Okay,
Okay.
modeling is
Okay,
the
sir.
ultimate use of the technologies adopted. You can create your own model to solve a particular problem, right? To
Okay,
solve a particular problem, you can create your own model, whether which involves technologies, algorithms, methods, patterns, or data. Without data, abstract oriented model, you can create your own model. Modeling is the way of solving, getting result about a particular research work is modeling. Modeling, we have various kinds of models. Okay, patterns are sometimes called as models. Some technologies are sometimes called as models, but statistics is the purely based for the data analysis.
Okay, sir.
Yeah.
Thank you, sir.
In
Thank you.
statistics also there are various models are available.
That's what, sir. Okay.
Yeah. ANOVA, analysis of variance models are available. One-way classification, two-way classification, time series analysis, randomized block design, Latin square design, multivariate analysis, cluster analysis, disjoint analysis, conjoint analysis. All these are models of the statistical models to analyze the data. Okay.
Only a second. Okay, sir.
Next.
Thank you,
So
sir.
one more question in the chat box, sir.
Yes.
Regarding the site name that starts with C, they have asked, Dr. Shaini has asked. Regarding the site name, sir, website you just mentioned in your during your lecture.
Yeah, predictiveanalyticstoday.com.
Then you said about Edu CBA, I think educba.com.
.com.
Yes,
I will show. Just I will share my screen. Okay.
Yes, sir.
You can note it. You can note now. Who asking this question? You can note now. predictiveanalyticstoday.com, educba.com. Right?
Oh, share noted, sir.
Yes. Then
one more question.
Yes.
How to derive our own method in research?
That is your research. How I can say, like, you can combine more than two existing models, or you can create your own models based on your data, based on your requirement, based on your knowledge. That is your wish, your knowledge based, your information based, your analytics based, your technology based, your method based, your research based. You can create your own models. Right? Next question, ma.
That's all I hope, sir. No more questions in the chat box. Participants, if you have any questions, you can unmute yourself and speak. predictive analysis in the business aspect.
Yeah.
Can you elaborate?
Yes, definitely. Tomorrow we will discuss. A lot of slides are available, right, for the business analytics. Lot of slides are available about the business analytics is tomorrow, because it is a very a big topic for the nowadays for the retail, finance, and the other kind of various kinds of business communication. Everything we utilize this predictive analytics. Okay, to showcase your business, effectively running your business, the predictive analytics is carried out. Okay, without the business intelligent technologies, we cannot run nowadays the businesses. The business intelligent technologies are purely based on the predictive analytics. The predictive analytics, without the predictive analytics concept, we cannot run nowadays. The Amazon, Flipkart, everything is run based on the predictive analytics method for their business informations, business running. We will have some slide tomorrow or day after tomorrow.
Satya wants some more information regarding sentiment analysis.
Yeah, we will discuss tomorrow. Definitely.
Okay, thank you, sir.
Yeah. Because I have a separate slide for sentiment analysis.
Which software is easy and effective to take a survey of existing algorithms?
That is the same answer, which is based on your data. Software is based on your data. Somebody uses Excel for analyzing the visualizing the data. Somebody uses for Tableau software. Somebody uses for R language. Somebody uses for the SPSS package for analyzing the data. That is based on your data set. How your data set are visualized, whether your data set are fit for visualize, fit for using the so and so technology, so and so method, so and so software or not. That is decided by yourself. Nowadays, the COBOL language is used only for business purposes. It's a structured programming language. We cannot write programs for scientific calculations in COBOL language. Okay, so like we can have some method that is based on your data, availability of the data. Okay. Next.
That's all, sir.
Okay, thank you. We will discuss tomorrow.
Thank you so much, sir.
Thank you, sir.
Thank you.
Thank you, sir.
Thank you, ma'am.
Thank you, sir.
Thank you, ma'am.
Thank you, sir.
Stop recording and say
Thank you, sir.
thank you. நான் ஒரிஜினலா பார்க்க போனா ஒன்னும் டிஸ்கஸ் பண்ணவே இல்லை.